I want to share with you this FUD article about GTII that just dropped today, basically trying to recap Friday and tell you how the stock was hammered down by naked shorts. So, real quick, they're updating you on 9/23. We know it's 3 days later, so it's just perfect timing right in the AM when all these new investors are coming in, a ton of volume, and then this bearish or this, FUD article comes in to try and stir the pot. We see down 18% to $1, basically saying the shorts, knocked it all the way down there. So overall, the sentiment is bearish for GTII. The volatility alerts, so the technical alerts, are showing bearish signals. Therefore, with that being said, the recommendation is to keep shorting it. So they're telling shorts, hey, come in this play, hammer this play. It's really sad, honestly, but it is a positive for us 100% because, again, who cares about GTII stock? A penny stock company that is worthless. It doesn't trade. There's no institutional owners. They don't earn anything, right? Just a worthless shell company. So again, what are they talking about it for if there's no worth to it? But we see title markets here in partnership with Benzinga. So doesn't surprise me again when it comes from these sources, pumping the same exact thing. And they're, of course, doesn't apply any investment advice, but I'm pretty sure these guys would probably be short on it. We click Christopher SAPPO there. His page comes up. Something went wrong. You can't find him, so you don't know where any of his articles are. We go and search him, and we see the same articles written over and over again. Bluebird, which we've talked about in the past. So the same short volatility alert. I mean, it's all the same exact thing with a different company attached to it. So he does the same thing over and over. Now, right here, talking about GTI, Global Tech. Fails to mention, again, like we said, that the price was up 60% last week from 62 cents to close of $1, and then currently up 47% right now. So they fail to mention that. They don't want to tell you that. They don't want to make it look nice. But little chart work here for a second. We're on the daily. We're looking at the macro view. We have this descending wedge here, but really what I'm focused on is what's inside of that. So the one thing that I'm very happy about is that this candle opened today at the top half of the base of this previously traded candle on Friday. So it didn't open, below. Let's say, for example, the candle opened like, down here, right? We would have had to go all the way from 80 or 90 cents back up. But since we saw early on the level twos that people were pumping the bids here, they were raising the price. The ask was also going up. That was a really nice sign that we opened 1.3 and it closed at $1. So it was up 30% at open, which was beautiful. It showed there was a ton of buyer interest, ton of buyer volume in here. And currently what we're looking at is about 3.8 million as opposed to the 3.6 on Friday. So we're already green volume. The stock's up 50%. The volume's rising. Buyer interest is up. So really, really good sign. I'm loving that. And as we look on like the 5 minute, for example, we're looking to, sort of break out and see if we're going to take that next step above 150 and then above the intraday high at 155. So there are some key things that I look for. Basically, I like to use fibs too. I know people aren't crazy about them, and that's cool. You don't have to be. But one thing that I thought was really interesting was this 138 level and then the 145. So we saw that for, majority of this, morning session here, it was trying to establish a support line or a base, and it did so right at the 236 or the 138. That's why I made that post saying, do you think it's going to close above or below or at, 138? Next, we moved up and tried to test that high again, but came down and actually ended up finding support on the 14.5. So without a doubt, it's trending in the top half of the price action today, which is what I love. It's very, very close to intraday highs. So as long as we can stay at or above these levels, I think we're in great shape. Again, the stock is up tremendously from 60 cents or even from 43 cents when we started accumulating. Not very long ago, guys. This was maybe, less than 2 months ago, you know. So that's what we're focused on. We want to see the volume continue. So I know that when we started on the hourly chart, we had 1.9 million and then basically a million on that first two. So it was roughly 3 million total in the first 2 hours. So it's been definitely slowing down. They haven't been creating the volatility, which we know they're going back and forth and trying to hit the bid below market value and then lower the ask. That typically tends to happen. And it's just wash trading back and forth. That creates a lot of volume, a lot of volatility in the stock. It doesn't seem like they're very active or they're really playing aggressively in the stock right now. The market makers aren't, going to work and doing what they normally do. So I was expecting to see some sort of hammer candle or something around that 9:45, 10 o'clock range. It didn't happen. It continued to push up. So I'm fine with this healthy consolidation and trying to establish, a temporary bottom for now. So my alerts are set. I'm looking at 150, 155 range. If that, it's going to go, I would say, right to the top of this wick, 165, then 178. And from there, who knows? So enjoy the day, and I'll recap with you guys later.